It is January 25. Michael Vaughan with Lee Barker. Lee, today I want to talk about gold because you did put out a news release today about the Eldorado option on your Bruell project in Quebec. Give me the details.
Well, Mike, we had a meeting last week with the Bruell senior technical people to discuss the work they'd done last year, the year before, and of course they're planning for 2022. Very positive meeting. They've taken a very systematic approach to exploration on the property, rather than doing things piecemeal. And the gist of it was that they like what they've seen. They've got some positive results from their various geochemical programs and till sampling and things like that. And they're planning a 5,000 meter drill program for 2022.
What's that worth?
Well, at today's costs, if you were doing it, do have a drilling business, it would be around, I expect, $600,000 to $700,000. And they do have a work commitment of $500,000 this year to complete their option obligations. And they'll meet that for sure, and I'm quite sure they'll probably spend more money.
Well, they have a big successful gold mine just up the road. So how did you land Eldorado?
Well, we had a philosophy in Sparton of trying to look for what we thought were decent properties close to producing mines. And this property I'd known for a long while. It finally became available at a very reasonable price. And once we'd raised some money, done some work on it, made a new discovery on it, and found something that had never been found before.
By drilling?
By drilling, yes.
Spending your money.
We drilled 6 holes there and come up with some very interesting mineralization. Not the old quartz vein stuff that had been drilled before. We went to Eldorado because they're the closest with the Lamaque mine and all the new work they were doing. I did know some senior Eldorado corporate people, and we showed them the drill core in 2018, and within a day or two after they'd seen the core, they came back to us and said...
A day or two?
Yeah, but they were very excited about the drill core. They took a lot of pictures. They had their senior technical people there, including...
And you've been very satisfied with their professional approach all the way through?
Yes, and it's been systematic. As I say, it hasn't been piecemeal. They didn't just run in, drill a few holes and walk away. They've tried to... And Eldorado... over the last year or two has been systematically positioning themselves around the Lamaque mine with huge property positions.
Okay, now let's go to Ontario now, up to Matachewan, the old Harry Oakes claims, and you spent your money and you drilled there as well. Just up the road, of course, is Alamos, the big Young-Davidson mine. So what's the relationship been like there?
Well, we've never been able to have a systematic and detailed follow-up evaluation of what we found on the Oakes leases with Alamos. They changed chief geologist at the mine. They have some new people doing their senior technical work, and they've been very busy with things around the mine itself. They've constructed a huge new core logging facility, which will be finished, we think, this February. And what I'm hoping to do is have a meeting and show them everything.
Well, you did. I mean, you drilled there. You've got
the
core.
We did.
It wasn't a bust. It wasn't a home run.
Well, we've got all the drill core stored at the Alamos site, actually. They allowed us to store it there, so it won't be very difficult to show them everything. It's actually adjacent to their current small core shack.
So you haven't given up on this project?
Not at all. We're doing an IP survey there early this winter.
What's that mean?
Induced polarization, and that's going to help us locate the structures and the zones that we discovered.
What's that cost, and have you got the money?
We have the money. The cost will be just north of $100,000. It's going to be a 3-dimensional IP survey, which is done in a little bit different way than the old systems. And it should give us good information underneath the lake, which is important, and along strike. And we're going to cover a much larger area than the actual leases.
Well, if you get Alamos to pay attention to it, it'd be a good thing. It seemed to be all right for Eldorado when they did business with you.
Well, we'll definitely try, and of course we are doing more work there, and I think we're going to have some more positive results in the future.
Okay, next time I see you, I want to talk about VRB.
Well, we're looking forward to some new news from VRB very shortly, and we'll be back to talk about it as soon as we have that.